So welcome back to The Great Indoors, coming to you once again from the kinetic, ever-electric heart of Barcelona. Now, if the last few episodes have felt like long, slow conversations over a fine Rioja, today is something different. Today is an espresso. A double espresso, in fact. Short, intense, concentrated, the kind of conversation that doesn't waste a second and doesn't need to. Because when your guest is the newly appointed CEO of Amdocs, Mr. Shimie Hortig, you take the time you can get. Now, Barcelona during Mobile World Congress is always a blur, collision of ideas, ambition, and increasingly intelligence, artificial and otherwise. Schedules are relentless, calendars are merciless, and yet, somehow, in the middle of all of this, Shimie and I managed to carve out 20 minutes. Now, on a personal note, I've known Shimie for many years, and I can say this with true conviction. Amdocs couldn't have made a better appointment. He's not just a strong leader, he's a great human being. So it was a genuine pleasure to sit down with him and welcome him to The Great Indoors this week. And perhaps that's what makes this episode special, because in a week dominated by scale, spectacle, and speed, this is about precision, clarity, and intent. So no preamble, no excess, just a conversation, distilled. I'm your host, Matthew Roberts, and as ever, I'm joined by the producer, Supremo Larissa Yu. So this is The Great Indoors with Shimie Hortig. So we're back, Barcelona 2026. The Great Indoors continues, season 12 here, live at MWC. And it's a pleasure and an honor to welcome our next guest to the show. He's our newly appointed Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Shimie Hortig. Welcome, Shimie.
Thank you, Matt.
Yeah, it's great to have you here.
Yeah, I'm so happy to be in your podcast. This is the best show in town in MWC.
I'm pretty sure it is.
This is the hot seat.
This is it. This is it. Yeah. Now, and it's a Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah.
Things will start quietening down.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
It's been a hectic few days, right?
Yeah, it was busy. It
was
busy. It was a very busy fall. Actually, I started on Sundays.
Okay,
So it's already been 4 days of hectic meetings, and but very, very exciting 4 days for me here.
Yeah. And has it flown by? Just moved by really quickly, gone quickly?
Yeah, it goes quickly. It's from 8 a.m. in the morning till midnight sessions, meetings, dinners, but very exciting. Very happy to be here.
Cool, great. Now, we've been to the show, and you've been to the show many, many times.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we always notice is a theme, a common theme or a common trend that is being talked about or being on any of the booths. What is it that you've noticed that's really stuck out to you in this new age?
Yeah, I think that this year it's very clear that it's the Mobile World Congress of the Gen AI. Like this is it's all about Gen AI. It happened also last year, so it's not. It started last year. Last year was, if you remember, the theme was also. But I think we made such a huge progress.
Yeah.
But so you walk in the floor and you talk to customers, you see how much we made progress as an industry trying to implement and adopt this technology.
Yeah.
So by far, I think the most spoken, discussed topic in all the sessions is Gen AI. So how do we take this amazing technology and bring it to telco and enjoy it? So by far the theme of the event.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you've met lots and lots of customers this week, right? A common question they ask you, or a common thing that they're looking for, a common problem that they're looking for us to solve.
Yeah. So of course related to Gen AI. So I think what people see is that on one hand there's an amazing improvement in the technology. It's just unbelievable. Like every month, every week, every day, something is coming up, more and more advanced technology. Everyone realized the benefits of this technology, what it could bring to the organizations. However, if you compare the technology advancement on one hand and the implementation adoption for our customer base, and by the way, for many, many other enterprises, it's quite minimal so far. So we have statistics that show that it's about 5% of adoption of real use cases for implementation of Gen AI that brings value to our customers, either improve customer experience, reduce cost, or any other real value to our customers, which is very limited so far.
Yes.
So what you hear a lot from our customers is how can you help us? How can you help us we call it the value gap. So there's this difference between the capabilities of the technology, which is really amazing, and the adoption in those enterprises. Now, it's not that enterprises are lazy or they don't want to adopt it. It's just much more complicated to adopt it at enterprise level.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, we have security, we have integration, we have compliance. We also need to deal with the change management in organization, which is not simple.
Yeah.
So the main theme and the main request from our customers, help us close this value gap. Help us use this technology and get the benefit that we could get from this technology. And I think this is where Amdocs is coming into play.
Yeah.
I think we're getting a very good feedback from our customers on the AOS announcement.
Yeah.
Because it plays exactly to what they're looking for. They're looking for someone that will help them to accelerate and close this value gap and bring them value and quick.
Yes.
Because everyone is under pressure to implement and to do it.
Yeah.
Every board is pushing the CEO is pushing the CTIO. Everyone is under pressure to get value from this amazing technology. So once we came with this agentic operating system, they were very happy to hear that we made a lot of investment and ready. It can help them accelerate a lot.
Yes.
This journey, so a lot of discussions about AOS. How can we do it? How can we implement it? Is it ready? Can we start tomorrow? I mean, this type of discussion. And a sincere request to help them enjoy the benefits of generative AI.
Now that's brilliant. I love the term value gap, because in relation to this, to what we've talked about, we said last year, everybody was talking about AI. We know the technological capabilities exist, but now let's put it into practice and show the value.
Yeah,
and I think that's what's going to happen.
Think about you and I. On a personal level, you're using Gen AI a lot. I mean, every step of the day, the adoption is huge.
Yeah.
But enterprise is not there yet, and we need to help them together and to enjoy the benefits of the technology.
Yeah. And how important do you think a show like MWC is to Amdocs to help us steer our journey and our strategy?
For us, it's extremely important. Think about it. I was able to meet in the last 3-4 days, I would say almost 100 customers of Amdocs from all over the world. From Asia Pacific to the US, to Europe, Australia, and to run by them all the development and all the progress that we have done in the last year, and to get a feedback. So in 4 days, we got an intense feedback of everything that we have. And it's a very constructive feedback. They're very happy to see the progress, they're happy with the ideas, and they still provide us some good feedback. So for us, it's a fundamental principle in the way we operate. We don't develop things in vacuum. We want to do it with customers. So the feedback of our customers is extremely important for us to shape the journey. So I can tell you that immediately after we come back from Barcelona, we're going to sit down, we're going to realize all the feedback that we got, we're going to understand it, we're going to analyze it, and then we're going to go back and try to improve. Because we got a lot of good feedback where our customer wants us, this is good for us, this is important for us, this is less important for us. We want you to spend more money on here and there, and more time and energy in this direction and that direction. So for us, a very important and valuable feedback that we'll take into the continuation of the roadmap that we have.
And it's like a hyper stress test.
Exactly.
A hyper stress test.
Exactly.
And what I say, like there's a lot of things, we've been in this industry a long time. We've seen different technological revolutions. We've seen things change. But in this particular moment of transition, how excited are you specifically, Shimie, and in what areas? I was very happy to see the industry much more energized this year. I don't know if you felt it, and you're talking to a lot of executives, but I see the energy. People are much more excited. I've been in this event for many years. There were years that the industry was much more concerned. It's not that the challenges were eliminated and now everything is great, but still, I get a lot of good vibe this year, that the industry is on top of things. We know what we are doing. They're trying to embrace the Gen AI to see the benefit of it. They are much more focused. They are much more united. The industry is live and kicking, which is great. I saw a very good energy this year, and I was very happy to get this energy. We need it. We are an important industry for the world, and I was very happy to see all the leadership here, very excited and looking forward to make an impact in the future. The excitement, the optimism. Much more optimistic, you're right. Yeah, absolutely. Verizon said to me earlier, we had one of the Verizon executives, he said,
it's sexy again.
It's a good. Yeah, he's right. They're right. It's a good definition. I also feel it like that.
It's a really good vibe.
It's good. Yeah.
It's not just vibe coding. It's a good vibe as well. Now, we're privileged in many respects that we get to come to this event. And the industry is huge and Amdocs is huge as well. And we have front row seats and conversations to everything going on. I wish I could bring everybody from my team and my family here. But what would you articulate to our customers and Amdocs employees that are watching this from afar? How would you summarize it to them to share that optimism and excitement?
Yeah. So first and foremost, we need to remember that we are the heart of the connectivity of the society. So all the digital, everything that is happening right now will not be able to happen without the telecommunication industry. So we need to remember that we are the heart. Without us, nothing would have happened. So I think it's a very important message that people realize it again. Mm-hmm. Some of our customers saying, we go back to basics. People now understand the importance of our industry, of the connectivity. It's all about, it's us. I mean, we are the one that enabling everything that is happening right now. And without it, so first and foremost, remember, we are critical to the society and we are very important. And we're quite optimistic on the way forward. Gen AI and the technology improvement that we see, which is phenomenal, is creating a lot of good opportunities for the industry. So all in all, we're looking forward for a few good years for us in the industry.
Awesome. Great.
Yes.
Shimie, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank
you for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
Are there any closing comments that you would like to leave our listeners with?
No, I think it's all good. I'm very happy on a personal level, to see the team here. We have an amazing team here. Very good interaction with customer, good feedback from customer. So I'm going to go back home with a lot of energy, exciting and getting ready to push forward.
Wonderful.
So, thank you very much for the time, and
it's been great to have you.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much, Shimie.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you.
So thank you, Shimie, for joining us. What a great chat. Really, really enjoyed it. And I want to wish you all the best on the new appointment. It's fantastic. It really is fantastic for Amdocs and everybody involved. So thank you for spending the time today. It's been great. Now, it's quite nice having a short episode like that. Quick, to the point, effective, illuminating. Maybe we should do more of those in the future. And for all the previous episodes that you may have missed, there's way north of over 100 of them. Find them on amdocs.com/The Great Indoors, where we also have a cornucopia of other assets, videos, and great content that support the 6 years and 12 seasons that we've been running. So we'll be back next week for another episode from Barcelona MWC 2026. I'm Matthew Roberts for Amdocs in Barcelona, and I'll see you next time wherever you are.